You grab the Tide jug off the shelf. $25. Heavy, blue, that sharp, clean scent already leaking through the plastic, telling your brain this must be worth it. Most of what you just bought is water, colored water. The real cleaning mineral inside costs cents, yet the markup hits roughly 900%. Same mineral sits lower, on the bottom Walmart shelf, inside a plain yellow box for about $4. No perfume, no blue dye, no story. Turn that box into concentrated white gold gel and you spend $6 total. 300 loads, 1 full year. Clothes come out clean. The machine runs cleaner too. Can a plain $4 yellow box really become a $6 year supply that beats the $25 bottles? And what has the industry been counting on you, never noticing? Before the recipe, we have to face why this markup exists at all. Because it is design, not accident. For years, I reverse-engineered household cleaners in my own kitchen, measuring what actually lifts dirt versus what just smells expensive. By the end of this video, you will replace every drop of laundry detergent for roughly $6 a year. You will know the industry trick running since the 1950s, the real 3-job chemistry behind it, the exact aisle buys, the step-by-step gel recipe, and how it stays safe for HE machines and skin. The assumption most people carry is that the $25 bottle with thick suds must clean better. That is theater. Premium price and foam are marketing, not performance. The laundry industry never sold superior chemistry. It sold a smell, trained your nose to validate the markup, and buried the cheap minerals that do the real work in plain sight. It starts with a secret almost nobody says out loud about what is actually inside those jugs. That secret is simple. Roughly 9/10 of every typical jug is plain tap water tinted with food coloring and fragrance. The surfactant that actually grabs dirt often sits under 3%. Pour the whole bottle out in your mind. The real cleaning power left behind would fit inside a single shot glass. Yet you still pay $25. That money covers the diesel to truck water across the country, the thick plastic jugs, and the prime shelf space that makes the product look substantial. Cause and effect is brutal. Water is nearly free at the factory. Shipping it, bottling it, and dyeing it creates the markup. Meanwhile, the minerals that do the heavy lifting cost pennies by the pound in bulk. The industry wrapped those cheap workhorses in liquid theater, so the price tag felt justified. The water was only half the play. The real genius was what they did to your sense of smell. In the 1950s, the makers hit a wall. The minerals that scrub dirt, borax, washing soda, the basic surfactants, cost pennies by the pound and belonged to no one. You cannot patent a rock. You cannot trademark a salt. Branding died the moment the formula stayed pure chemistry, so they stopped selling what cleaned and started selling what lingered. Synthetic fragrance poured into every jug and received names that never existed outdoors. Mountain Spring, Ocean Breeze, Spring Meadow. Those scents had zero link to bacteria or grease. They were pure invention. A decade of ads finished the job. TV spots and magazine spreads trained the reflex until it felt natural. Clean clothes no longer meant free of soil. Clean clothes meant the fabric carried the invented mountain. You lift a shirt to your nose now without thinking. That single sniff became the brain's only cleanliness test, even though the dirt and the surfactants stay invisible. Smell validates the markup, not the chemistry. Conditioning replaced evidence. Once the nose took charge, the cheap minerals that actually do the work could stay buried in plain sight. Strip away the theater, and cleaning fabric collapses into 3 simple jobs anyone can buy. Water hates fabric. Surface tension makes every drop bead up and roll off instead of soaking through the weave. Job 1 breaks that skin so water can slip between the fibers and lift the dirt. That takes a surfactant, nothing more exotic than a molecule with one end that loves water and one end that loves grease. Hard water still ruins the party. Calcium and magnesium ions act like glue. They lock dirt and leftover soap onto the cloth, so the load comes out stiff and gray. You're washing in liquid concrete. Job 2 snatches those ions out of the way before they can stick. That is the softener's only task. Body oils and kitchen grease ignore neutral water. They need the bath turned alkaline. Job 3 raises the pH just enough to loosen their grip so the surfactant can finish the pull. An alkaline catalyst does that work in seconds. Surfactant, softener, alkaline boost, 3 jobs, nothing else. The entire science of clean fabric collapses into those 3 actions, and 3 bulk minerals already sitting in every grocery aisle. Handle all of them for under $6 a year. Those 3 jobs are sitting on shelves you already walk past. Here's exactly what to grab and what it should cost. Walk straight past the bright plastic jugs and look down. Bottom shelf of the laundry aisle. That plain yellow carton is Arm & Hammer Super Washing Soda. $5 buys you pure sodium carbonate, the alkaline catalyst that loosens body oils and grease in seconds. The entire detergent industry built its formulas around this mineral, for one simple reason: no one can patent it. Right beside it sits the white box of 20 Mule Team Borax, another $5. This natural mineral snatches calcium and magnesium ions out of hard water, so soap never turns to scum. Without it, you are washing in liquid concrete. With it, the surfactant finally works. One more stop, soap aisle. Grab a Castile bar, Dr. Bronner's or Kirk's, for $2 to $4.50. That single dense bar is pure concentrated surfactant. One bar replaces an entire quart of the watery detergent you used to pour. Door cost lands at $13. Leftovers stretch well into a second year, so the real number is $6 a year. Most families still drop $100+ on the $25 bottles that smell expensive and clean worse. The industry counted on you never noticing the cheap minerals that actually do the three jobs. Buying is easy. The technique of turning powder and bar into stable gel is where most people fail. Grate one full Castile bar until you hold roughly 1 cup of fine flakes. Drop those flakes into 4 cups of hot water on the lowest stove setting. Stir gently, never let it boil. Foam at this stage locks air into the mixture and the final gel will never set firm. When the last flake vanishes, you have a thin, clear soap liquid ready for the bucket. Take a clean 5-gallon bucket and fill it halfway with the hottest water your tap will give. Pour in the melted soap. Add 1 cup of washing soda and 1 cup of borax. Stir in long, slow circles until the liquid thickens and turns cloudy. That cloud is the body forming. Top the bucket the rest of the way with cold water. Snap the lid on and walk away. Leave it completely untouched overnight. As the mixture cools, a quiet phase change happens. Soap molecules and mineral ions lock together into a thick, semi-transparent gel people call white gold. Morning light shows a single smooth block that scoops like soft butter. 1/2 cup dose goes straight into the drum or the detergent tray. It dissolves in hot water or cold. That single bucket delivers roughly 300 loads for a family of 4. Most failures happen in the first 10 minutes. Boiling the soap, dumping powders into lukewarm water, or lifting the lid to check. Skip those 3 mistakes, and the chemistry does the rest every single time. The first fear that hits after the bucket sets is whether this homemade gel will destroy an expensive high-efficiency machine. That fear is backwards. High-efficiency machines were designed around simple soap chemistry, not the thick foam sold today. Early washers ran on mineral soaps, just like this gel. Suds clean nothing. They are air for show. Excess foam clogs drainage sensors and leaves residue that breeds mold inside the drum. Washing soda and borax cut grease without the bubbles. The recipe stays naturally low sudsing, so it rinses fully in cold or hot water and actually keeps the machine cleaner than the $25 bottles. Industry lobbying shifted the standards toward high-sud synthetics, so the liquid would look powerful on TV. Your machine still prefers the original low-foam approach. There are no dyes, no optical brighteners, no fragrance chemicals, unlike free and clear products that still rely on harsh synthetic surfactants. Nothing remains here to trigger eczema, baby rashes, or scent migraines. A $60 billion category counts on you never separating smell from clean. They trained your nose to validate the markup and buried the cheap minerals that do the real work in plain sight. Once that lands, the detergent aisle stops looking like fresh mountain air and starts looking like the trick it is. Yes, a plain $4 yellow box turns into a $6 year supply. 3 minerals in 1 5-gallon bucket deliver about 300 loads, cleaner clothes, and a happier machine than the $25 bottles that are 90% water. You now see water, fragrance, conditioning, and buried sodium carbonate instead of ocean breeze. The laundry industry did not sell better chemistry. It sold a smell, trained your nose to validate the markup, and buried the cheap minerals that do the work in plain sight. Like so, the algorithm reaches others, still paying the markup weekly. Comment which clean smell you were trained on. Thanks for watching. The next video is the following household material science swap.